Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Battle Barn. Today, I'm your host Lone Barrel Gaming, and we are going
Oh,
to
looks like
talk
you got
about
tags.
this nice little
And
match I
bags.
had.
Oh,
Basically
crates
started off
on
like
our
any
way.
other match. I went up to Cami, did some looting, didn't really see a couple other people. I had a couple vehicles pass me when I had my
Alright,
motorcycle
time
out.
to drink another energy
But
drink.
anyway,
Time
we were
to
just going to
Usain
talk a
Bolt. Here
little
we
bit
go.
about
1, 2,
my
3.
thought process going on
Bam.
here and why I did what I did in this one.
Lightning
and
speed, just like
when
that.
I did, why
The
I
snap
did
of
it,
the
and
fingers.
also a little bit about my loadout. So in this scenario, if you look on my back, you
Takes
can
real
see I have
dedication.
a couple of the weapons that I really like. I got my Vector and I got the Mini 14. Now both of them are pretty much kitted out for the most part, which
Circle's
is pretty
catching
good for
on
me.
me. Don't hurt
If I don't get them kitted out,
Blue
it's not
field,
the biggest issue in the world, but I like to always have a close quarter weapon and a long range weapon. So whether that be a AR setup for short range and
Jeremy,
an AR
save
setup
me.
for long range, or an SMG and an AR, or a sniper rifle, and just
There's
whatever
a car.
combination gets me that
Oh,
close
no.
quarter and that far.
Don't shoot at us.
And
Don't
I always
do it.
keep the pistol that I get at the start of the game just to help me out with those
Oh.
snares. Now here, there's hardly any cover in this field, but I am still moving towards cover. And I start to hear, coming up here before too long, yeah, here we go. I start to hear a vehicle coming.
More to the left.
So, I take note of where that vehicle is at, and I know one of two things is going to happen. Either I'm going to have to fight this guy, or he's going to go flying on by. So, I am getting prepared for the fight. And I know he's going to probably have better cover than me because he has very mobile cover.
Forget about me. Don't revive me. It's not worth it. They're gonna rush you.
Now, he comes flying over this hill, and he basically takes that jump
We go down
and
together.
rolls
meow.
and tumbles down the way. So I know
He's
that
coming.
there's now probably a guy over on that side of the hill, and I need to start really thinking about it. So I move down the hill, and I get to about this little area right here, about in a circle now. And I see him run across there. And I'm like, all right, cool. We're going to probably take some shots with him. But when you're playing PUBG, you always want to be in cover when you're taking shots, just in case they start firing back. Now, I start taking shots at this guy here. Now notice that he lays down here very quickly once he gets hit. And now I can hardly see him. I can still kind of see where he's at, and I'm still taking shots at him, trying my best to make him freak out. Now, at this very moment, he stands up, and I take advantage of this situation and get the kill because you cannot move when you're in the animation for the for standing up. So that gives me a good window where I can get a lot of body shots on this dude. And this made it so that I was able to get the kill off of that.
Hey.
Now, I talked about this a little bit in my boost video. I'll leave the link down in the description. But basically, you want to get boosted up and ready to roll for the next part of the circle. And I always like to have that little extra boost of running power just in case. Now, I like staying in the hay bush just like this. Actually, sorry, this is straw. But I like staying in the straw stack just like that so that I really can't be seen. It's a very good and useful tactic in first-person perspective. It's a little trickier in third person, but you can still use it. Now, as I keep around here, I see the guy's body. I don't stop to loot it because I have all the gear I really need. And basically, I know I'm going to have to deal with maybe 1 or 2 more engagements. Now, as we move on into the next part here, I notice that there's a guy off onto my right over there. And I am basically debating on whether to take shots on this guy or to let him be. And I notice that he is not looking at me. He is dead set on this hill in front of him. So I know there's probably someone over there. And he's probably trying to move up and hunt him because he was doing that little crouch, walk, run thing that everyone does. So I see him get over here and he lays down. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to take advantage of this situation. So I take a couple shots at the guy. He freaks out. He starts running. I'm like, perfect. Let's get a move. At this very moment, I hear gunshots off the way he came from. And basically what happened was is I forced him to move up on the guy that he was hunting and force his hand. And that made it so that inadvertently I got him killed in a sense. And so that was very pivotal in this moment because now there's less people up on that hill away from me, which makes it better odds for me because that's just less people I have to fight when they're coming down that hill for this next circle. And at this moment, I hear lots of gunfires around me, so I'm sitting here kind of waiting for this guy to move for circle. And basically trying to see who gets called out first, see if he starts moving, see if I can get a couple cheeky kills on this guy. Now you'll notice there at the beginning, I actually moved my head around a bit to kind of just like pinpoint them. That's just because I have a hearing problem in one of my ears, and I need to be able to make sure I'm hearing it out of the right ear. So right here, I get some shots taken, which is okay. That happens. Now, I really don't know where this guy's at, but I put some shots in that general direction to kind of scare him and to kind of say, hey, I know where you're at, and I'm just kind of bluffing at this point. Which is okay. PUBG's a big game about bluffing, which is what we're going to do. So anyway, I run up, get inside the circle. I snake in the grass technique. That guy actually died outside the circle, which was good for me, because that meant I had one less guy to deal with. So I keep on moving up. I am actually using the snake in the grass technique, and I really like the Mini 14 for this because it has a very low profile. It makes it easy to conceal on your back. Now at this point, there's 3 of us alive. I have no idea where those other 2 guys are. My apologies. And I am basically just waiting for one of them to make a move. We're at a close enough thing now where the grass will render in for all setting qualities, so I am pretty well hidden at this point. And I hear those shots get made. I briefly see where the guy was at. I'm like, alright, I gotta do this. We're both in circle. We can play this waiting game forever, but this isn't something we need to do. I need to take a chance. So I spray down that bush. And I basically get a wonderful. And that, guys, is really how you go in, and you basically take your time.
Nice.
Move through the situations, and you can get a good old chicken dinner like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a great day. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. It really helps the channel. Really makes everything awesome. You guys are the best. I love all of you. Stay on the sunny side.